Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Marina. I am a certified lash tech based in Toronto, Canada. I like making lash extension videos, and today we are going to be focusing on the anime lash. And this set is actually pretty new, but before I get into it, I just want to say that everything I'm sharing with you guys is completely subjective to my own methods and techniques. So I always urge all of you guys to keep learning if my techniques don't work for you. So we are doing the anime lash, and the anime lash has been trending a lot on Instagram and even on YouTube. I've just been seeing it everywhere and I'm kind of in love with it. I think it's really unique, it's really cool, and I'm always down to continuously try different trends. Now I feel like this is the first time I ever made this set, so there are some things that I would change for the future and some other tips and tricks that I might alter. But basically, how I completed this set and how I achieved this look was alternating the spikes. So I had like a reference photo that I just kind of saw that passed by my Instagram. I think that there's a few ways that you can style this set, but from the one that I've seen that was most viral, it basically looked like a strip lash that a lot of Asian girls wear. That's extremely popular in Japan and Korea especially. So what I decided to do to create this set was alternate the spike lengths, and by that I mean the inner corner of the eye. I had 12 millimeters in D curl, and I would go 12 from the inner corner, then I would go down to 11, and then I would go back to 14 in the center of the eye. I would go down to 11 again, and then go up on 12 on the outer corner. The alternating lengths, I feel, really give that anime effect that I saw in the photos that I was like viewing on Instagram and on YouTube. I think that really kind of gives that really pop of the size difference between 11 and 14, really opening up that eye with the middle spike. So one thing you will notice if you stay tuned till the very end of this video is that on the left eye, or I guess if you are looking at the finished product on the screen, the left eye, you can kind of see that the middle spike isn't as prominent, and it's also moved to the side a little bit. So for next time, what I would do is actually put the spike a little closer to the center of the eye so that I can achieve max symmetry. I think what I might do is try to map it out better on the under eye pad by coming around the client to the front of their eyes so that I can get that symmetry, or at least have a mirror that will be able to see it from the underneath view so that I can kind of map it out a little bit better. Again, this is the first time I achieved this look, so even though it is my first time, I'm actually quite satisfied with the end piece. Like I said before, obviously it's always about trials and tribulations, and also like, you know, experimenting with how you're going to achieve these sets. But I would encourage everybody to go ahead and, you know, ask a friend or ask someone on your Instagram who wants to try this set out, because that's what I did, and I had so many girls reach out to me saying that they wanted to try the new anime set, and it is very acquired to the client. Obviously not everyone is going to want a set like this, but you can also offer discounts if you're trying to practice. I think that it's kind of like putting a model price on certain sets so that you can practice more and get used to mapping it out. Now I know that a lot of artists kind of stick to one type of style when they're trying to really grow their brand and their niche, so this could be kind of the set that you guys might want to take on. It is a fun set, but I think it is very, very particular to the person, so it wouldn't be something I would focus on. Another tip that I would try to focus on and do when you're creating a set like this is to make sure that the base of the lashes are a different curl than the spikes. This is so that the spikes will be a lot more prominent. So as you can see, I did CC curl, and then I use D curl for the spikes, and this is why you can really see those spikes shine through. You also want to make sure that your base, the fans aren't too wide or too thick. If you do that, I do sometimes find that the spikes can get lost within the density of the base. So try to keep it light and fluffy, and then try to keep these spikes dense and very prominent. I would also try to use 0.03 for the spikes. You can get a lot more dense when it comes to it without ruining the natural lash. I am still also practicing directional placement and being able to place the lashes in a way so that the spikes kind of can, I guess, combine together in a way if you put more than one spike. So sometimes I like to use the middle and top layer to create one large dark spike. But depending on the placement of the lashes, for the natural lashes, that doesn't always work out. So just make sure that your directional placement is proper. That's something I'm still going to be working on and practicing. But again, guys, it's all about practice. At the end of the day, I was very satisfied with how this turned out, other than the fact that I wish the middle spike was a little bit more centered. Now, in terms of the base length and the base the base length and the spike length, you can try to increase the length by at least 3. The 11 obviously is only 2 millimeters from the base length, but that's okay because it is going to be less prominent regardless. You really just want to focus on the middle and the inner and outer corners. I feel like that really gives it that anime effect. And then when you have those little spikes coming through, you can still see them. Just try to make them dark and they'll stand out. So those are a few things that I would try to focus on. I know that some people do a hybrid set when it comes to this, so you can also add in some classics in there. But for me, I decided to keep it all volume. I just think the retention is better. This client also had really sparse lashes, so I always tend to focus on volume when I'm trying to do a strip lash look or anime, just because I can fill in those gaps if there are gaps within her natural eyes, which she did have. So that's something that I would keep in mind. And also 0.03, because like I said before, the spikes become more prominent, but this client also has really fragile lashes, so obviously I wanted to go down, or yeah, I guess I wanted to go down in diameter to really make sure that her lashes were not damaged. But in terms of the spike, I also added a few spikes within the base as well to give it kind of a textured look. I found that the anime set from the photos that I saw were very much like kind of messy and wispy looking. So I wanted to add in a few of my own spikes within the base to give it some texture. It doesn't look too clean, although I do see some sets that are a lot cleaner than this, but I'm pretty satisfied with how it turned out, so I don't really have any complaints. You guys could also go longer or shorter, it depends. You can style this however you like. I think the one thing that you want to focus on is to not use too many spikes. Once you start doing that, it's going to look more like a wispy set, or it's going to look like the strip lash look. I focused on 5 spikes, 1 in the center to really open up, 2 that are really short to kind of fill in the gaps between the middle of the eye and the outer and the inner corner, and then obviously the spikes that are going to be on the outer corner and the inner corner of the eyes. Anything more, I just feel like it's not an anime set anymore, and that's just me. And I don't know if that's an actual rule, but I think that when you're trying to achieve an anime look, the point is to have those kind of random spikes that are sticking out. Especially when you look at anime cartoons, you will notice they have like 5 eyelashes. So try to keep the spikes to a minimum. I think that you could even work with maybe even 3 spikes. That would look kind of cool, but it's about trial and error, so try it out, practice. You can even use your mannequin to practice, but I think the biggest thing that I learned from this was directional placement is key. And I will hopefully do an updated video on this so that you guys can see my improvement. But yeah, this is something that I've been wanting to try for a while now, so I'm happy to been able to create a video, and the outcome was actually not too bad. So stay tuned till the end of the video so that you can see the results. And I am so happy that you guys are constantly watching my videos. Please give this a thumbs up if it was helpful in any way. Leave a comment in the comment section down below if you want to see any other videos. This video was actually suggested by a viewer, so again guys, I am just gonna create videos that you guys want. And thank you so much. I post every Sunday at 6:15, and I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the rest of the video.